Good evening, my friends. My name is Jared Neal McCurran. This is Chapter 6 of the Tortoise Diaries. Sunday, 27th, and it's 2200. That's 10 o'clock in the evening. So, today was day 9. Day 9 of the start of my bone broth fast, leading into 2 weeks of water fasting, followed by 2 weeks of bone broth. That leads into a year of some sort of organ meats only, combined with mushrooms only, and then there might be something else in there if there's some kind of nutritional gap that should be filled. But the goal is to, at the end of this 1 year and 5 weeks left, to have provided everything my body needs in order to be nutritionally whole. Very, very deep nutrition regeneration. What I would like is to get rid of all the fat that was built with unhealthy foods in order to make new fat built with only the best food possible. Now, why is that important? Just that alone, let alone your body rebuilding itself with nutritionally dense food. So you're like, the more nutritionally dense your food are, the stronger you is. The more nutritionally dense your food is, the stronger you are. If you eat shitty food, then you're going to have a crappy body and a crappy brain. It's not going to work the way it's supposed to. It's designed to work a certain way, but you must fulfill your dietary needs properly, and that means deep nutrition, which most people don't get. Definitely not on today's sad diet, standard American diet. If you eat fast food, if you eat predominantly at restaurants, if your foods are eaten out of the box, if they're pre-made in a can, if they're microwavable, you're going down the wrong path, and you are hurting your own body. Now, you might think, oh, I feel fine. If you have extra fat on you, it's a good sign that you have some issues, that you're eating poorly, all right? Unless it's like you're eating amazing food and so much that you got lots of amazing fat, but that fat still is weighing you down. It's not comfortable. Now, unless you were an Aleutian, you lived in Alaska, you lived in Antarctica, like those layers of fat are going to help keep you warm and sustain you in times of hunger. That's a good time to have extra fat, all right? But if you're not battling ice cold weather with no food handy, you don't need that kind of fat on your body. It's not necessary. And if it's not necessary, then you probably shouldn't have it, all right? And if you're going to have it, you don't want it to be made out of freaking sugar, which is what most of you are dealing with. Fat made out of sugar. It could not get any worse for you. All right? You don't want that. Think of it this way. Maybe, if you want to think of it this way. But let's say an EMP strikes. I recently learned from a friend that which governing body was it? A governing body who's Homeland Security. Homeland Security put out a warning that there's an imminent threat within the next 5 years of a EMP. What's an EMP? An electromagnetic pulse. What's it do? Shuts down all your electronics. Every phone, every microwave, the internet, your landlines, and your electricity, all of it gone. survive. Me, I've got a farm. I have animals that provide for me, and the ground that I'm preparing for a garden which will provide vegetables for me. If the world ends, I could be all right for a while and potentially live a nice, healthy, long life with my family. So the question is, what would you do? Would you go hungry? Or would you have to survive on your own fat? And how well would that fat provide for you? Would it be shitty made fat out of sugar that just ends up making you feel worse during your time of greatest need? Or it would give you the proper amount of energy to get done what needed to be done, like walking 10, 20, 30 miles a day to find shelter, hunting for food so you didn't starve, fighting off people who wanted what you had more than you did. Could you do that functionally and protect your family? I don't know, but I'm willing to bet you're not hard enough to do it, because most people aren't, because America's soft. I know, because I was soft for a large part of my life, at least up till now anyways. Like, let's see, I'm 33, I'm fixing to be 34, my son's fixing to be 5. I'm pretty excited for him. He's the 2nd. I'm 6th of March. So, yeah, it's been 1.5 years since I started getting hard. Now, I started with cool showers over the summer, whoop-de-doo, but it was a lot harder than I ever dealt with at the time. So, little steps through time. I did ice baths, like down to 32 degrees last year. I haven't done it since. I'm struggling getting back in cold, mostly because I'm not ready for it yet, I guess. I don't know if I feel that way or not, but there's a lot to do with I don't want to deal with my body half in and out of a freaking ice chest and dealing with I don't have time for gallons of frozen water and back and forth, and oh my goodness, it was a headache. What I do intend to do is put a hole in the ground, put my big old trash can in there, insulate the outside, insulate the lid, and then use that as my plunge tank. I think that'll be sufficient. And if I can get that, then I won't mind dealing with it, because I can actually jump into it and sink in over my head and get a full immersion, and then do breathing while I'm in there. And I'm cool with that. I'm ready for that right now. If I had that built, I would be getting in it every morning, and changing the ice out every day. I'd create a system that was easy and efficient. I'd love to. Right now, I'm just sticking with cold showers. They helped my herniated discs. Just wow. At the time, we had a good cold front. God protected me there. He gave me. There were times when my water was down to 45 degrees in the cold showers. We have exposed pipes underneath, so for a lot of the shower, the temperature of the water is air temperature, and it was 32 degrees outside. So I'm willing to bet that the water was pretty close to that on certain occasions. But my pain was worse, and it didn't really it was cold, but it made my pain better. So worth it, duh. And it was sufficient to get my inflammation down to make me mobile. And now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like I'll be dancing in the shower soon because I'm enjoying the cold water. It hasn't been like that since February, March, April-ish of last year. I was going through a high. I had put a bunch of videos up online, Facebook and stuff, and I tried to do it on YouTube, but didn't get there. And it was a false rise. I was highly optimistic, thought I had it all figured out, was going to start a YouTube channel and everyone was going to love me, and yeah, I was the best, woohoo. It wasn't all like that. I was trying to be honest with myself as best I could, but there was still so much I didn't understand. I mean, there is still so much I don't understand, for heaven's sake. But I'm more emotionally stable now. I can say that 100%. I have given my heart to God. It is bound up to Him, and there is no lie that has control over me or ever will again. Sometimes I listen to the wrong thing for a little bit, but I try to course correct quickly, and God is my guide. And if it doesn't line up to God's principles, then it can go right out the door. I'm not listening to it. So, I'm at 10 minutes and 38 seconds, 9:40. I feel like this is plenty long for right now. Just want to kind of capture the day. Oh, I should capture the day. How I'm feeling. I'm feeling freaking amazing considering I didn't eat today. Didn't eat a single bite of food, and I'm 9 days into a bone broth fast. I shouldn't feel this good, but I do. It feels like I shouldn't feel this good because I haven't eaten food. But guys, fasting is life changing. I feel amazing. Mental clarity, energy. I busted my ass today. Quite honestly, I busted my ass today. I cleaned the house, and it was a big deal. Like, it wasn't just like a light clean. I didn't go down and dust and everything, but I made everything back in proper order. The sink's empty right now, and the dishwasher's clean. The stove's clean. Counters are clean. Took the trash out. Bagged the trash that was in the trash can. I take my own trash to the dump. So I bagged my own trash in a big black trash bag whenever the trash can gets full. Did all that today. Didn't burn the trash. Missed that. But I did a bunch of composting. We got a bunch of compost from the charity. So those all went into the garden. And I spread potatoes out that were all sprouting and covered those with more hay compost so that we can have potatoes and onions and garlic. All three of those things are sprouting. So I started a freaking garden today. Cleaned the goat pen today. Sold the goat today with the help of my wife. She did most of that work, the legwork of online, but I carried the goat into his truck and stuff. Doesn't matter now. I got a service agreement and inspected a roof today, metal roof, kind of big. Walked around on it I probably spent about 30 minutes up there. Took a video. I did my job, did it well. The Gail, I guess I shouldn't, I don't know if I can bleep that out. Gail, her name's Gail. I'm not going to tell you her last name, but she's my wife's cousin. Sweet woman, married to a sweet man. He was out of town at the present, going to his son's opera or play down in Houston. God bless him, he's doing well too. But anyway, so I got to present to her, and she gave her advice, which was, she said she couldn't give me any advice. She said I did really well, so that was really cool. Anyway, she wants me and my company to put on her roof, so that's freaking exciting. And oh my goodness, she needs a new roof. It's like 30 years old, metal roof, rust in places, holes in the peaks. Like I need to get her a new roof, so I want to make sure I make that happen. And then went and visited with my sister, and that was a lovely evening. She cooked an amazing dinner for us, and she bought us groceries and chicken, and it was wonderful. I've had an amazing day. Blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. God pours them down when you follow Him faithfully. So, if you've listened with ears to hear, then may God bless you abundantly. But beside that, may God bless the food we eat to the nourishment of our bodies. May God bless our families that we follow Him. May God bless our homes that they protect us, and may God bless our transportation that they run smoothly. May God bless this great state of Texas that we all seek the truth, absolute truth, real truth, not objective truth, not what you think is the truth, and I would think the truth, what actually is the truth. And maybe do it with a smile on our face. May God bless these United States that we seek to follow a righteous path, that we walk uprightly, caring for each other properly, And may God bless the world, because we need His blessings right now. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen.